General Campbell was responsible for Australian forces deployed in the Middle East at one time, including Afghanistan in the year of 2011. What do you think about this mounting pressure from the crossbench today for him to step down or, in Bob Katter's words, be sacked?
Well, both Lambie and Katter are suspicious of what they may have known when they were in charge at the time. Now, if you remember in 2014, David Hurley had an inquiry into this, and you could not crack the code of silence within the SAS. The rumours could not be proven. Now we've got allegations of serious crimes. I wouldn't blame Campbell for that. I certainly wouldn't blame Burr for that, the head of Army. But what I blame them for is the fact that they lost the trust and the confidence of every soldier in the military because of the way they piled on those 3,000 awarded soldiers when they said after the Brereton Report, we will remove those citations. It's like it's a betrayal because of their sacrifice. You have betrayed them. We're talking about a handful of people, possibly, who have committed war crimes. The 3,000 men and women didn't commit war crimes. I think they've lost the force.
Yeah, I worked with now CDF. He was then, I worked closely with Angus Campbell when he was at Operation Sovereign Borders, and then obviously Tony Abbott made him Chief of Army, so it had a lot to do with him when he was Chief of Army. I have enormous respect for him, Gleeson. I absolutely respect him. But I think the handling of the Brereton Report by CDF and also Linda Reynolds, the Defence Minister, both of them could have handled it a lot better. I mean, I know Reynolds has come out this week and she's out there about the citation, but she was deathly silent for 14, 20-odd days after the Brereton Report was released. What do you think?
Yeah, well, he has to go. I mean, there's a chain of command. This has been bungled right from the start. And as Chris said so presciently, for him to throw so many of those terrific, wonderful, patriotic Australian soldiers under the bus and throw them all into the same sort of cesspool of denigration, which we've seen this particular SAS unit go through, was extraordinary. And I thought it showed a lack of leadership. I thought it showed a lack of judgement. And when you're the head of the Army, when you're the head of the Defence Forces in this country, judgement is everything. And I think he's handled this poorly. And look, I know people will say, well, he wouldn't have been aware of certain actions by Afghani troops. Look, that's his job. When you're the CEO of a corporation, when you're the CEO of the Australian Defence Forces, it's your job to know and understand how your troops are doing. And you cannot tell me that in all the melee and all the sort of stuff that's happened in Afghanistan that he wouldn't have been aware of certain allegations, and a good leader would have found out exactly what was going on before the Brereton Report had been commissioned.